Start with team news. You lost Seamus last time out. How is he?
Yeah, so he's gone for a scan, so we'll get the results probably this morning on that one. And I think everyone else, a few little knocks here, little bruises here, but we'll meet with the physios this morning and we'll find out more on that.
You've had to manage him at times this season with so few games to go. Is it looking quite doubtful that we'll see him again this season?
I don't think for the weekend, to be honest, especially the way he limped off. You sort of fear the worst, and that's the case of managing Seamus, and that's what it is. You've got to look after the ones 30 plus, because you see them day-to-day training, you see what they give on the pitch, they give everything for the team, as people and the fans have seen. So you'd have to manage them, and you just pray that you think they can get through the minutes that you want to play them. And he got pushed Saturday. They're a big, strong, physical side, Bromley. And he tried his best to get back in there for us, and then he said he's felt his calf. So we'll see what the outcome of that is.
Everyone else okay?
Yeah, up to now, yeah, everyone's fine. We had a little bit of illness with Donald. Donald wasn't 100% sort of last week, so he was a little bit sick. Alex Henderson was sick, but no, the back training are sort of fine.
How's this week been, John? I can't imagine it's been particularly easy.
No, it hasn't, because as I said, you can't get out your own edge. You've got to find a way of winning the next game. Whatever that is. We've changed shape when we played them last time. We beat them 1-0 at their place. So, they're probably in a little bit of a better place than what they are now. Where then, I should say, in terms of they beat Chesterfield the weekend. So, we know what to expect. The last away game they had was, they'd lost to Harrogate. So it's in our own hands. We've got to go and do what we've got to do. They're all chomping a bit. We've had a great few days, to be fair. We had a few little bit of a chat on Monday. Got the weekend out the way. And then we've had 2 really good training sessions, so we're looking forward to today now.
It's not been the easiest couple of games for you. From your perspective, what hasn't gone right? What's let you down so badly in the last couple?
Well, I just think lack of concentration, focus. I wouldn't say commitment and desire and attitude. I think that's all there, but for one reason or another, I don't know what it is in terms of, you ask the players and some of them couldn't put the finger on it, when you sit down and have a chat with them. So as a team and individuals, they just want to get back on the horses. They say they want to just get back out there and want to go and prove a point, because you can't go from what we've done in terms of the 3 clean sheets in 4 games. And the last one was against Bradford, which were pushing to go top of the league. So, and what we've done against them here was outstanding. So, to the last 2 games in terms of Bromley the weekend and then Fleetwood the week before, conceding the goals we did and the poor ones from set plays and what have you, free kicks and balls going through walls, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good to watch. The lads know that, and we're up for the fight and we're all ready to go this weekend.
And the last time I saw you, we were talking about clean sheets. We were talking about how well you defended. Has it taken you by surprise these last couple that you've seen 8 goals go in, considering how well you defended recently?
Well, it has, Andy, because that's what I'm saying. You couldn't put your finger on it, but all you do is analyse the goals. You can analyse the performance first and foremost, and I think we didn't compete in the first half. I think the game against Fleetwood was roles reversed in December. I think we should have been out of sight in the first half, and I think they were the same when they played here the other day on the Tuesday. And you see the first goal go in the way it does. Lad has a couple of touches in the box and it goes through. I think it was Devon's legs and into the bottom corner. And then we changed the shape at half time, took a few off. I think we were on the front foot, scored a deserved equaliser, and then all of a sudden, they get a free kick and then it goes through the wall in the 60-odd minute. And then you're pushing to get an equaliser, and then the 85th minute, the ball's in the corner, and Ben makes a decision to sort of shepherd him in there, and then doesn't want to concede the corner, but then the ball ends up going through to one of their lads, knocks it back, and then Connor Grant's got to get some sort of contact on it, because it's going to one of the lads on the back post, and unfortunately goes in, and then the 4th one's another free kick, just goes straight in. So to be solid and have the clean sheets that we've spoke about and the way we've played, and we've been defending from the front and everything else, and all the pats on the back, to conceding the goals we did, and then going on to Saturday conceding the goals the way we did. I know 2 of them were penalties, which probably the first one was dubious. The second one was probably it's come off his head and then it's his arm. So, but the referees give them, you've got to just get on with it then, haven't you? So disappointing in terms of how we conceded them goals, but we have gone through them, we have analysed them, and the lads know that they have to do better. And that's what I said. The opportunity comes now in football where you'll get another one now, and that comes Saturday, which is a massive game, and that's what we're all looking forward to now.
It's in your hands, as you rightly say, John, by a couple of wins, so to speak. When you look at it as the manager, do you feel like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders with 5 games to go to make sure you get over the line?
But you'd have to. So you're responsible. I'm responsible for everything that goes on here in terms of the training. Me and Jed Brannan, the training, the players that we brought in initially. You know, Andy Holt's been great and backed us with everything. So all we can do now is put the performances that these fans deserve, and that starts Saturday. And to answer your question, yeah, I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders, but I'm ready for it. You know, that's it. I can pick a team, pick a shape, have a plan together, and then the players have to go out and go and deliver that, and they have to show the desire and attitude to want to go and win the game, you know, and that's it. And the next opportunity now is that Tranmere, and that's what we're going to do. Beat them before, and we'll do it again.
It's your first experience of a full season at it with this club, John, as the number one. You of course, were part of the coaching setup when you've been in similar positions in the past in League One. How much can you draw on that to try and get these lads over the line?
Well, you'd have to draw on it all the experiences that you have, because that's what the beauty of having them experiences, you know, that you can look back on and reflect on stuff and then move forward. So that's what we're going to do. That's what I have done. You know, you take the pressure off the players. You try and get into the mindset of the players, you know, day to day, how they come in, how they train, how they're feeling. And as I said, you try and pick the strongest possible lineup that you can with the right formation to go and win a game for Accrington Stanley.
Have the players seen both sides of you lately? The disappointed, angry John Doolan, as much as the John Doolan who sits here and is measured and is composed in what he's saying?
I think they have, yeah. Well, no, I don't think. I know they have. So, you know, I was disappointed after Tuesday night against Fleetwood, and then really disappointed on Saturday. And obviously the lads know that, know certain terms, and one that, you know, the old one where they say it stays in the dressing room. We'll stay in the dressing room, so the lads know. I don't have to go and scream and shout from the sidelines and show everyone how disappointed I am. I know I've got a job to do. We know what the job is. And, you know, there is a bad side to me, and I came out a couple of times. So at the end of the day, we move forward. You lick your wounds. You stand by what you say. And the players now have to stand up and be counted. And the response I've seen on Monday, Tuesday has been fantastic. So we're now looking forward to this challenge Saturday.
It's only natural that you care that much that you will get angry at times, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. It's like I want to win. You want to win football matches. We want to win football, and I know they don't set out to go and lose the game and concede goals the way they do. I know that for a fact because you see it day to day. And we just spoke about the last 4 games and the 3 clean sheets. So we've got to get back to that. You've got 5 games left. You're 6 points clear at the bottom 2. 8, I think it's with Carlisle sitting there. So it's in your own hands, and you can do something about it. And that's the beauty of it now. And as I said before, football gives you an opportunity that we're looking forward to Saturday, and we're all chomping at the bit.
The way the fixture computer's got it, it's one huge weekend at the bottom of League 2, isn't it?
It's massive. Something's got to give in the other fixture, and something's got to give with ours. So at the end of the day, we've got to try our best, do our best, give everything we can on Saturday. You know, to give the fans a lift, first and foremost, do something on the pitch in terms of the plan that we're going to set up to make sure that it's working, to get the fans singing. The fans have been great. I mean, they travelled to Bromley on Saturday and got behind the lads. They were good. So, and I'm sure they'll do the same Saturday against Tranmere.
Are you expecting fans around you to keep you informed with what's going on in the Morecambe game this weekend?
Do you know what, Andy? All I'm going to focus on is our game. It's as simple as that. I want to get us over the line. I will come off and find out. Obviously, someone will tell me. But it's all I'm interested in is getting 3 points for Accrington Stanley, and all the players are downstairs, and that's as simple as that.
Have you worked out a total, John? Do you think that there is a magic number here that would be enough?
I don't know. I mean, anyone could say it's 1 win, it's 2 wins. It could be, 4 points. It could be whatever. But it could be you need to just carry on winning because the teams below you are doing stuff. So at the end of the day, they've got 2 games to get close to us. And I know we're all running out of games. So the end of the day is that we've got to take care of our business. It's as simple as that. And we're going to make sure that it's Saturday, that it starts Saturday, and we get back to competing again and being tough to beat and taking your chances when they arrive in the box. And it's as simple as that. It's a massive game, and we'll make sure that we're up for the fight, and we are. Just how key is a high-tempo start to show what you're all about this weekend? Massive. On the front foot. We've done it this week, started on Monday, funny enough. The chat started on Sunday, started on Monday with the training, started Tuesday, we carried on everything on the front foot with a tempo, everything at it. So now, again, it's so easy to do it on the training ground. Now you've got to put it onto the pitch, and that's what we're going to do Saturday. In terms of the players Tranmere have got, has it surprised you at all that Andy Crosby has got this tune out of them that has seen them go from really in deep trouble to almost safe? Well, they're a good side. You know, they're a big club, aren't they, with big players. So, you know, at some point, someone would have had to get them going, and he's done a good job at the minute. So, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, they're a point above us. So they've done well in the recent games that they've played. As I said, you know, they beat Chesterfield 4-0 last week. We beat Chesterfield at home. We beat them Chesterfield 3-0 at their place. So, you know, and then they've had Harrogate away, which they've lost. So, you know, they're in a little bit of a good place at the minute. But we've got to get back into our good place. And it's as simple as it's that down to hard work, back to fighting, scrapping every single ball, every single first ball, second ball, and then having that bit of quality, you know, to put the ball in the back of the net, and then just defend what you've got. If you're winning the game, whatever minute, you know, part of the game that is, late on, whatever, changing the shape, changing the personnel, whatever that is. So we need to do everything on Saturday to make sure that we get something out of this game, and 3 points. That's what we're going for.
Are you excited about it, John? Can you not wait to get out there? Do you wish it was this afternoon?
I couldn't wait to get out. Honestly, I wish we were playing on the Sunday, because you just want to put the, you know, you know, right all the wrongs, especially from the last 2 games, because it hasn't been good enough. So we've got past that, you know, and we're all striving now, and they're all chomping at the bit, as I said before, and we can't wait for Saturday. You know, I wish it was tomorrow and not, you know, not on Saturday. I wish it was Friday. So at the end of the day is that we're ready to go, we're raring to go, and it's just making sure that we're right, and, you know, the tipping point comes on Saturday.